Okay, so let's talk about loose leash walking for a second with your dog. So Archie and his littermate Chief are generally pretty good walkers, but they struggle. They're good with their heel, but they struggle when the owners are giving them a loose leash. And as they've gotten bigger and older and stronger, I think they've been pushing the boundaries a little bit. And this is very normal, even for dogs who walk really nicely on the leash. And so techniques that I want to use to make sure that their loose leash is better. He is clocked onto a squirrel right now. I also specifically did not bring food today because I really wanted to focus on more of just overall engagement and focus with me that has to do with relationship and body and leash versus it being food. But I would recommend, generally speaking, like working your dog with food, especially in more distracted environments. I don't intentionally bring food on every single walk with my dogs. It really depends on where we're going and what we're doing, what mood I'm in, whatever it is. So when I'm working with a dog on loose leash, what you need in order to get a loose leash walk is you need a good sniff walk and a good structure walk. Sniff walk means you can live your life within reason and I can release you to go do stuff. Structured is you are in a heel next to me, period. The goal is that can form into the understanding of a loose leash, which is you have the leash to do with what you want, but you have to be staying in the sphere of the leash and moving forward. That is my definition of a loose leash walk. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and practice some direction changes, and I'm just going to work Archie on what I want. You can't do too much of either of these. If you do too much sniff walk, you will have a dog who is constantly engaged with the environment, pulling, stopping, just like honestly a pain to walk. But if you do too much structure, you're usually gonna see more frustration, a dog who doesn't know how to be a dog who doesn't know how to have free time. And so there's a really beautiful sweet spot that we're aiming for in the middle. Dogs need both, but all sniff and all structure, not fantastic. And then you can form that into a dog who walks very nicely on a loose leash, which is always inevitably my goal. Like how I want to walk dogs most of the time if they're not off leash is I want them to be in a loose leash, which is 5 foot out in front next to me, but you maintain your line, you're not pulling, and we are not stopping. That's the big one for me. Are you ready, hon? Let's go. Oh boy, Archie, welcome back. Archie. Good. Break, break. Archie, heel. Archie. Down. Just breaking his down stay. Down. So when you're working on a loose leash, your dog needs to know the difference between a sniff walk when it's free time. They are not allowed to act like total effing lunatics and just pull and go all over, but a sniff walk within reason is for your dog to do what they want. Within reason, I will follow you, I will stop, I will let you engage with the environment for a period of time. If I say let's go, that now means we are moving forward into loose leash. If I say heel or with me, which are my formal words for that, now you have to be next to me in a heel, right? I don't care about a dog staring up at owners constantly. Yes, I want engagement. Yes, I want a dog to check in. Yes, I want them to get eye contact. But as long as they are genuinely with me, so what you could probably hopefully kind of see in that video with Archie is he hasn't given me a ton of eye contact. He's not super overly engaged with me today. I'm telling you, the squirrels are fucking insane at this part of the day, like absolutely insane. But he was genuinely with me. He was paying attention to where I was, and that's what's important. So engagement isn't always your dog staring at you and being right with you. It's if you stop, they stop. If you change directions, they change directions. Do they have an awareness of the leash, the amount of pressure, your body, pace changes, all of those different things. So when you're working with your dog on various types of walking, make sure you practice all of them. Make sure you are being very clear in what type of walk it is, and you are reinforcing either way, right? I don't want to do so much structure that a dog doesn't know how much to do free time, but I don't want them to sniff so much where that's the only expectation they have for walks. Break.